Hi, it's John and welcome to the channel, and it is 4:13 a.m. on Saturday, December the 14th. The big blue mug of coffee. I call this my early morning cup of motivation. With me today, why am I up at 4:13? I don't know. Got up an hour ago, actually. But anyway, I wanted to talk about something I've seen a few times on YouTube over the last 24 hours or so, and I'm sorry about the chair. Kind of creaky. But a few YouTubers yesterday speculating that Trudeau may be getting ready to step down. Now, Moose on the Loose, great YouTube channel. Get that guy to 100,000 subscribers. He's about 21,000 short right now. But he had a video, and here's just kind of a screen capture of it. Rumors swirl Trudeau stepping down for a female PM and Chrystia Freeland to be fired. Wow, the Freeland thing might be going to come true. I don't think Trudeau is going to step down. I'm going to do some math here for you. I'm going to use my fingers as well to do some math this morning. But I don't think he's going to step down. You have to wonder what the hell's going on with Justin Trudeau right now. You've seen some of the videos this week, no doubt. Him at the Halifax Chamber of Commerce, bad-mouthing Americans for not voting for Kamala Harris. He was at another sit-down earlier this week saying that there's a group of people who recently voted who may regret their vote, referring no doubt to the election or the re-election of Donald Trump in the United States. You have to think he's either trying to tank himself, his party, and the country, or he's stupid, okay? Now, I'm not giving a choice between the two options. You can choose both. But if I was going to pick one, I would pick the latter, okay? I do think he is a stupid person. But is he going to step down? Don't know about that. So let's just take a look at the election date, okay? The possible election date in Canada. So here it is. This is from Wikipedia. I don't suggest going to Wikipedia for facts all the time, but this is pretty good. The 2025 Canadian federal election will take place on or before October 20th, 2025. Well, that's not quite true because we know that Trudeau wants to push the date of the election back to the 27th because, this is the excuse, Diwali and Alberta's municipal election. Now, as far as Diwali goes, I don't care about Diwali, not that important. I wouldn't care if it was Easter Sunday if I could vote to get rid of Justin Trudeau. As far as Alberta's municipal election, I would be happy to vote in two elections on the same day if I have to, so I can get rid of Trudeau and I can dump the lunatics and the regressives on the Calgary City Council, including head lunatic Jyoti Gondek. The other thing that I want to talk about quickly in this video, I'll get to it at the end, is the reason why they want to move it is what really is because of pensions. Apparently there's about 80 MPs right now. If they're turfed in the next election, they will get pensions amounting to $120 million. And we know about pensions. There's another pension looming on the horizon. So let's look at the next thing. So if, let's say, Justin Trudeau were to step down, when is he going to do that? Well, we know that they'll be sitting until Tuesday, which is the 17th of December, and then they're on a break for about 5 weeks. So I'm going to get to that a little bit more in just a moment. But this is according, again, to Wikipedia, but this is a timeline of the last leadership election that put Justin Trudeau as the head of the Liberal Party. So if you look here, June 13th, 2012, Liberal National Board met to clarify rules for the leadership election, including whether or not the interim leader is eligible to run. The board decided that the leadership election will be held on April 2013 with a specific date to be confirmed during the summer. Hours prior to the meeting, Ray, meaning Bob Ray, announced he would not be a candidate in the leadership election. So you'll remember that Bob Ray was the interim leader of the Liberal Party for that time. It just goes to show this was foreshadowing of an absolute train wreck for the Liberal Party. Bob Ray, the failed former premier of Ontario, was leading the Liberal Party for a time as the interim leader. And if you don't know much about Bob Ray, you're not from Ontario, look up Ray Days and you'll learn everything you can about Bob Ray, who's the I think, the ambassador to the UN right now for Canada. Bob Ray's still out there, folks, with the UN, which we should be out of anyway. So they said that the leadership election would be held April 2013. So on June 27th of 2012, Deborah Coyne began her campaign. So I'm going to do some math here. So let's say let's get rid of June because she did it on the 27th. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 10 months prior to the actual leadership election, Deborah Coyne declared she was going to run to be the leader of the Liberal Party. Let's look at the bottom line here, and that's the pertinent one. October 2nd, 2012, Justin Trudeau began his campaign. So let's take October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So 7 months prior to the leadership election, Justin Trudeau got in on the campaign. So that's 7 months in advance. So again, if we look at the calendar, this is the House of Commons sitting calendar from the actual website for 2024. You can see there the 17th of December, just a few days from now, Tuesday, the final day that they'll be sitting for 2024. Interesting enough that we'll be hearing about the actual deficit, I think on Monday, which is going to be $60 billion. And then they're going to get it a dodge and they won't be able to talk about it until how long? Well, the next calendar date is January of 2025. And as you can see here, they don't come back until the 27th. So what's that? 5 to 6 weeks between the time they quit sitting in December and almost the end of January. So if Justin Trudeau were going to resign, you would think he would do it now because they would lose 5 to 6 weeks of a leadership campaign, or at least people to plan for a leadership campaign if he doesn't go right now. If he waits until the end of January, there's not a lot of time between the end of January and election, which is coming up in October around the 27th. So January. Let's leave January out because it's late in the month. So let's just say February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So about 8 months. The last campaign took almost a year, and Trudeau didn't get in until 7 months prior to the last leadership campaign. So I don't think Justin Trudeau is going anywhere. Now I want to circle back to the actual date of the election because I mentioned already the reason why they want to push it back to the 27th, 1 week later than it should be, is because of pensions. And Canadians right now are being held hostage by pensions in this country, which I think needs to be addressed in the next government. Pierre Poilievre needs to look at this thing. We are being held hostage for months and months and months by Jagmeet Singh and his pension. Canadians are hurting right now. And the reason people are saying he's doing it is because in February, Jagmeet Singh will get a $2.3 million pension. And he looks like he's going down big time because I think he's running third in his riding right now. So don't expect to see Jagmeet Singh around for very much long. He's putting out his resume right now. His CV is going out in great numbers because he will be out of a job in the next election. We also have to look at pensions and holding off elections for pensions. This should not be allowed to happen. What did I say? 80 people, $120 million in pensions simply by waiting 1 week past the actual election date. This should not be happening. So is Justin Trudeau going anywhere? I don't think so. I think he's going to stick around. The man is an egotist. The man is a narcissist. The man, I think, is ready to go down with the ship. He's on the Titanic and he's going to lead it right to the bottom. And that's where they are right now. So that's just my thoughts on that. Probably another video coming later today. It has been an interesting week. And I might just use video to do this one, although maybe a bit of narration with it, but a bit of video today about the leaders here in Canada. Thanks for watching.